Well, quite a week last week turned out to be. It was exciting for us. We did some things that we had planned. I don't think we did anything that there were maybe a couple events that we were shocked a little bit, but overall, we couldn't, as a coaching staff, we couldn't be happier with the performances we got from our girls, and for the most part, hit on all cylinders. I'll kind of just go through the meet. Starting on, we got there Wednesday. Now Wednesday was new to our conference. Usually it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday meet, but we moved a couple relays to Wednesday. So we started off with the 200 medley relay, and by far our weakest relay, because by the rules you can only have, your swimmers can only swim 4 of the 5 relays. So we had to pull 2 of our top event persons out of that relay, but still the girls battled hard, went quite a bit better than what we had, our time that we entered, but we're just a little bit off the school record. But then there was a 30-minute break. We went into our 800 free relay, and the question you had last week was how does that moving of the 800 free relay to the first day affect? We broke our school record by 11.5 seconds, which would have won, the time would have won last year's 800 freestyle relay. We finished 4th, and the team that won broke the school record, or the conference record, by 18 seconds. So it was a very fast event. But the nice thing is, our leadoff, Molly Lembaziter, led off with a school record in the 200 freestyle. So we're off and running, and the records were falling at that point. And then we turn around, and so we're just a little bit behind after day 1, but still in striking distance. And then day 2, probably our weakest of all the days. We started off with our 500 freestyles, which was fantastic. Rachel Siebenaller breaks the school record, breaking Chelsea Hartman's school record, and it's kind of bittersweet because Chelsea's there coaching, and gets to see her swimmer break her record. But it was great. So we started off really well. She finishes in the top 8, and then onto the 200 IM. And 200 IM is an event which I didn't think that we had a shot at having anybody come back and score in the top 16. Veronica Herman, out of the first heat, they see the slowest, the fastest out of the first heat, finishes qualifies 16th, only less than a second off our school record, and again at a time that was 6 seconds faster than she's ever gone. So she squeezed in and got us some points in the IM, which was wonderful. And so where I thought we'd have a gap, we didn't have a gap. And then 50 freestyle, they competed as I kind of thought they should. Molly Lembaziter breaks school record. And then we have Mickey Freeze also scoring in that event. So we're happy after day 2, because again, a week of day for us. And then we go at night, or between sessions, we took that medley relay that we didn't break the school record. We put our 4 fastest girls in an exhibition heat by themselves. They break the school record by 1/100th of a second. So far we're perfect on breaking records on our relays. And then came back at night. Again, Rachel swam even better, breaking the school record. We did, again, a great session. Finished that session with the 200 free relay, and again, school record. That's kind of be my theme as we talk about this. Another record. So finished day 2. We survived. We're still in striking. We were about down 38 from Evansville after that day. The next day, even better day for us, starting with the 400 IM. Stephanie Jackson breaks her own school record in the morning, comes and finishes or qualifies top 8, an event which she didn't qualify top 8 last year, and comes back at night and moves up, as well as breaks her record again. Then 100 butterfly, Taylor Ostrowski gets in top 16 as we had hoped. And then 200 freestyle was a very strong event for us, where we were hoping that just get a few in. Rachel Siebenaller breaks Molly's record in the morning to come back in top 8. So going back to the 800 free relay, we had in that relay we had Afton Fife, Sierra Sachin, Molly Lembaziter, and Rachel Siebenaller. All 4 of them at one point this season held the 200 freestyle record. So it's kind of unique to have a kind of a very talented relay. So Rachel reclaims her 200 freestyle record, and then we have 3 girls that finished in the top 16, catapulting us into the breaststroke event, and where Veronica Herman finishes in the top 8, breaking her school record, She broke that twice while she was there in the morning, then even got better at night, as well as Stephanie Pappy, Jill Georgian, Olivia Knowles also finished in top 16. And then the last event was the 100 backstroke. Now Afton Fife is our school, was prior to this season, was our 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 200 freestyle record holder. All three of those got wiped out. So in order for her to get back on the record books, she had to go ahead and break the 100 backstroke record, which she did. So she's back on the board after being wiped out. She's back, so it was great to have her do that. And she swam the 200 freestyle, and 2 events later swam the 100 backstroke with record performances in the 100 backstroke. So it was a lot. It was, you know, as a coach, you kind of, not perfect, but we kind of made it. We went out on a limb and took that gamble, and she did great. Finished the evening, so it came back, and so we had a lot of scores that. And finished the evening with 400 medley relay, score record on the 400 medley relay. So that after that, and then not to mention we had diving there. The 1 meter diving, we finished 5th and 7th, as well as 11th and 16th. So our divers did great. Scored all 4 of them scored and helped us out. And so going through the last day, we had. When we started, we were down 56 points. Now last year we finished 11 points out of 4th place, but we're down 37. So I look at them realistically, and that's a lot to kind of make up. And came out the next morning, on Saturday morning with kind of a very loose mentality and kind of a us against the world mentality. And the girls come out and just really lit the world on fire. Starting with their 200 backstrokes in the morning. Sierra Sachin went in about, I think she was 18th, seeded 18th. So we were hoping that she gets top 16 because she's our only shot at having a backstroker score. She is less than 4 100ths off the school record in the morning, qualifies 5th. So she moves way up. So it really got us going. I'm excited for the morning, and that was really, when I talk about surprises, that was the surprise swim that we saw. It was just, did everything she needed to do to be successful, and she is a converted 200 freestyler that we kind of put in backstroke because that's our weakness, and often running with her. And so that really got us going. And then the next event was the 100 freestyle, where we had Afton Fife, Mickey Freeze, and Molly Limbazeter all make it back. Molly was top 8 with the school record in the prelims, and then they came back and did phenomenal at night. Then we had the next event was the 200 breaststroke, where Veronica Herman breaks her own school record in the morning, qualifying 2nd, finishing the night 3rd, and it's a big deal to be in top 3 in this conference, and she finishes 3rd at night, again even going faster, quite a bit faster, going under the 220 mark, because that was kind of the benchmark for her. She wanted to be under 220. Goes 219, and also in that event having Jill Georgian and Stephanie Pappy get in the top 16. And then the final event of the evening was the 200 butterfly, where we had Taylor Ostrowski finishing in top 8, as well as Stephanie Jackson moving up, or just missing out on the top 8, but finishes 9th to really give us quite a bit of points that day. So then going then we had the finals of diving, where we had 2 in the finals. We had Sarah Kemp and Allie Bay in finals, and we were sitting around, and there's 16.5 points back. So I thought, okay, we're getting close. And by the end of diving, we're down 4.5. And so really a miraculous run that they did. And again, they finished 5th and 6th in that event. To finish off and then our last relay, where the strongest event in the whole meet was the 400 free relay. All 6 teams have great 400 freestyle relays. We go in there seated 5th, and kind of realized Evansville had broken 3 records in their relays. They kind of lived for records, and they're right in front of us, and they didn't win, fortunately. But they were a little bit faster than us, but we were able to eclipse and kind of we beat Illinois State by 2 100ths of a second. A team that beat us at home on their 400 free relays. Got a little retribution there, but really put a stamp on what I thought was just an incredible meet. Comparative to last year, when I first got here, we scored. It was a big deal. We scored over 200 points because the team hadn't done that in a while. Last year was a big deal. We scored over 300 points. This year we were able to score over 400 points. We had 14 swims that were in top 16, and including divers. We had 4 in top 8 in diving, as well as 4 in the bottom, in 9th through 16th. And just the amount of personal bests is too many to count. And then also of the 19 records that we could beat, we beat 13 of them. And so while we, initially my goal was to have this team move up in 4th, we did move closer. But when it comes to breaking records and improving this team, we did that. We also had a team GPA record of trying to get over a 3.5 as a team. We did that. And then also have everybody come out there and have personal bests, and we did that. So the meet itself was a great success. The season, even more so, was an even better success. And we're just kind of, I feel like we're just kind of getting taken off too. And but great. Again, we left there with a little sour taste in our mouth that we didn't move up point-wise. But we scored a lot more points than any other year. I said if we're going to get more than 100 points than you did a year before, you'd think you're going to move up. I would have bet a lot of money on it, but thank God I didn't. But it was great. Every team kind of elevated their levels, and again, this is a great conference to be in. It's continuing to get better as we continue to push the envelope, and these teams know that we're there, and we're not. Hopefully, they're going to see us as being equal competition, as rather than that team just kind of keep running up on them. But I look forward to keeping this thing going and moving us in the right direction. Questions? Have a great afternoon. We'll see you guys next year.